It is Thanksgiving, and welcome to the Woodward Sports Pregame Show. My name is Neil Rule. That guy, that's my friend. That's Sean Belesian. Hi, friend.
What's going on, buddy? Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours.
Dude, I've been keeping up with your turkey prep through social media. That started on Monday. Was it Monday or Sunday?
Monday, yeah.
This man's
60-hour bath.
This man's turkey preparation started on Monday. He's locked in. You know that. We got KG in the building. KG, what's really good?
Hey, I predicted it on Big D. We in the street today. I guarantee it.
All right, there it is. And then we got a ton of stuff to get to. Real quick, Sean, and you're probably like me in this respect. KG, can we get the camera on KG for a second?
Gosh, I love that.
Show the arm. What's better than the NFC logo?
Oh, no,
Look at that, man.
What's better than that? The blue N.
I'm done. We're done. You can't drop that right away.
NFC logo.
Classic, man. Classic.
We got Pete Spivak in the building, Peter.
Hey, working hard over there. Shout out Pete, man.
Sorry, I just got distracted here, guys.
Oh, that's
good,
okay.
Pete.
That's
We
okay.
love you, Pete.
Pete
No,
over there
we
working
do.
for his life.
We got Chase in the building as well. Chase, what's going on, my friend? He's got the CMU Fire Up Chips sweatshirt on. Jump into that Woodward Sports YouTube chat. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. 73,000 subscribers. Over 1/3 social media followers as well.
And
so
counting.
And counting, absolutely. But get into there, and tons of the happy Thanksgivings, everybody. Sandy Dorton, gobble gobble, everyone. But yeah, no. Thankful for you guys, number one, just because of those numbers that I just gave out right there. So we appreciate you if you have good stuff in there. Look, we're talking, Sean. We're talking Lions Bears. But Peter, I sent you a tweet that I saw earlier. And Sean, I think that this needs to be addressed because it is a time of giving thanks. The anniversary today, the Detroit Lions announced that Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia have been relieved of their duties. I think it was important on the anniversary, on Thanksgiving, to stop and give our thanks, Sean.
Oh, what a tough. I'm trying to keep my head right today because this is the whole brand new Lions and all that stuff. But man, it's hard not to think of things like that,
Dude,
Neil.
Sean,
It's
to get to where
hard.
you're going, you got to remember where you came from.
That's
fact.
good logic. It was. Oh gosh, do you remember the looks the looks on the faces? All of it. Just poor Sheila. Do you remember the picture of Sheila that made the rounds and everything? Like the horrific look on her face.
Yeah, the hands covered, face
all
palm.
of it. It's just. You know what? We really do have so many. As you brought up, KG, we really do have so many just bad memories that need to be exercised today, and that's why I don't want to just beat the Bears today. I don't. I want nothing to do with just beating them.
I'm not mad at it.
Sean's making it personal
No,
right
listen,
now.
no, really. You know what it is? This is the prototypical, like, the breaking up speech. It's not you, it's me. Like, that's what I want the Lions to do today to the Bears. There needs to be some kind of exorcism because it is, listen, with all the wonderful things going on with this franchise, this is the model National Football League franchise. I said what I said. I stand by it. Today, right now, November 28th, 2024, the Detroit Lions are the model National Football League franchise, okay? But this is also our day. Thanksgiving Day is our day. We all know that, okay? We haven't won this day since 2016, all right?
Still can't believe that.
So this isn't a Bears thing today, even though I hate the Bears. I hate the Bears. This is a Thanksgiving Day thing today, Neil. And I know last week you and I touched on it on Big D on Monday. It was almost like we turned into snobby fans last Sunday with the win against Indianapolis. I could have taken a nap. We were bored by an 18-point win. Today, I just pedal to the metal. Just destroy a team that's begging to be destroyed. The Bears want to be destroyed. Give them what they want today. Destroy them. And I'm in for every second of it.
Yep.
There will be no napping today. There will be no tryptophan. There will be none of that crap. I want to see every second of it, Neil.
Woodward Sports Chat Thread, get into there. Rando Smalls, happy Thanksgiving to all the soldiers who couldn't come home. No doubt.
Amen.
No doubt about it, man. People forget the show goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, business keeps going on. Burn, happy Thanksgiving to all the people working out there today. Yeah, you know what? Like, just remember that too, guys. Like, if your coffee order's not exactly right, get over it, all right?
Right.
Don't be a dick. Like, come on. All right. So yeah, Sean, it is. Woodward Sports Chat Thread, John Effing Lord, hashtag never forget. Burn, they put that on Twitter like it was Pearl Harbor. No, it's people put it out there on social media because it's the anniversary of it. So yeah, kind of. Steve Obey, I remember people having paper bags on their heads back in the day. Ranting Q, what color is the jersey? Thank you guys for programming the show for me and keeping me on task right there. Sean, they're wearing the blueberries today. Am I a bad fan because I don't care?
No,
not at all. Gosh, are we on the same page?
What's wrong with me that I don't care? For real, because I know it's a huge thing. Sean, when we put uniform stuff out there, the Madden patch is dope, by the way.
Fire. Yep.
That is awesome. Shout out Turducken. But Sean, I'm asking the people. And Pete, maybe we can put it on the poll for real. Is something wrong with Neil that he doesn't care about uniforms? Because obviously I'm wrong. Because when the social team puts stuff out there about uniforms, it puts up numbers. What's wrong with me and you?
I don't get it. For the life of me, I don't get it. I'm also sad that we don't honor the great Pat Summerall, just for personal reasons. But that's a story for a different day. But no, I'm the same. Neil, I don't care. Sorry. I know it's important to you. That doesn't mean that I'm saying it shouldn't be important to you. I don't care. Do you know what I care about? I care about a pantless Thanksgiving. That's what I care about.
Don't get that off at all costs.
It's the only thing I care about. Once they're up by 21, my pants are off. That's just I told
and
my
everyone
family,
going to the Belizean household knows the score.
Yep.
Nobody can complain at me. I warned them. I said, I just want you to know if they're up by 21, my pants are coming off.
That includes draws.
Yeah. No. It's a pantless Thanksgiving.
Oh, he mean all the way.
It's a pantless Thanksgiving.
This is Sean Belegian, dude. He doesn't do anything half-assed.
Now what if they go up 21 and then the Bears score to make it 14?
Well, then I have to put my pants back on.
Okay, so it's a hard 21.
Hard 21.
Fair.
It just there's not going to be much to do about it. The pants are just going to come off. Like, there's not going to be an announcement. Dun, 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 my pants are coming off. No, like once the Lions, let's say kick the extra point, then it's 21 and the pants
Start
just come
unbuckling.
off.
I can see everyone in the Belizean household going, please miss this extra point. Please miss this extra point. Please. Namely your children. Please miss this. We've seen this too many times.
Mom, Dad has his pants off again.
Right.
So the Lions are up 21.
Call the services.
That's hilarious.
Woodward Sports Chat Thread, Copacetic Sushi, some of Neil's best advice. Don't be a dick. No, I want that on my headstone. Like, people, loving father. I just on my tombstone, I just wanted to say, here lies Neil Rule. At least he wasn't a dick. Like, that's it.
With the man with all the tone in the world, but it's fine.
100%. Zach B, best duo on Woodward. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. John Effing Lord. Neil, remember, Total Line closes at 6 o'clock today. Sounds like a problem for somebody else.
Yeah, right.
New Holland Brewing Company pregame show, as always, brought to you by Taller, the Dutch Long Drink. Shout out to everybody, Sabbath Coffee Roasters on East 14 Mile in Clawson. And also, of course, Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. I got into the Tullamore Dew last night, as a matter of fact.
It's never a bad choice.
Throwing the cards around with the boys. So we were out there. But yeah, Sean, here's the deal, too. We know about the attrition. We know about Davis being out. We know about Decker being out. And I guess for me, Sean, it seems to be pretty simple where the next guy steps in. And look, I know that you want blood and you want to take your pants off and all that stuff, and I respect it. You do you. For me, Sean, these two games coming up are almost like a West Coast road trip in the NBA or the NHL. You're the better team. You got to just find a way to survive. I'm looking for survive in advance. And if it's a field goal win at the end, if they're down 10 in the first quarter, just find a way to win, Sean. For me, that's how I'm operating today. This is very much a final exam, pass-fail scenario. That's it for me.
Well, and Neil, to your point, like at the end of the day, it never apologize for a win always takes precedence over everything. It just does. Never apologize for a win. If the Lions find a way to win, if they win much like they won their last Thanksgiving game, where Sam Bradford did Sam Bradford things. If Caleb Williams goes out and does Caleb Williams things and the Lions win the game because of that, that's okay. The most important thing is the W. But as we've talked about the last couple weeks, okay, the Lions are at a point right now where you almost have to be wondering, when does it catch up to them? And what I mean by that is all the injuries, all the attrition, et cetera, et cetera. It would be in our best interest for this football team right now. And again, yes, in the media, we're allowed to look ahead. In fandom, we're allowed to look ahead. It would be in the Lions' best interest if maybe their next game after this was Sunday as opposed to Thursday, but it isn't. They only have a week to get prepared for the Packers, as we all know. It would be in the best interest of everybody if we had a couple extra days to get right, but that's not the case. This is what we have to deal with. So, yes, based on that, Neil, and you and I have both talked about it, I worry about when does it catch up with them.
That's it. Like, you know it's coming, right?
I also thank the good Lord that it's the Bears in here today, okay? Because I think the Bears, number one, aren't very good. Number two, there's been so much crap around them. We all know the story. We don't have to go over it. I don't even want to talk about the Bears. I want to talk about the Lions. If this was somebody else, I think I might be a little concerned today. I'm not joking. I might be a little. If it was the Bills, like the Bills were in here a couple of years ago, right? If it was the Bills today, I might be sitting here going, man, I don't know. You know, I mean, the boys are beaten up. We're missing some key components. It's the Bears today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fall back
seat.
on that. It's the Bears. They're waiting to implode. You know it.
They
I
already
know it.
imploded.
Matt Eberflus is a dead man walking. You know it. I know it. Most importantly, he knows it.
That's not what I was told.
And the locker room knows it. They all know it.
No, I was told by the Four Letter Network this week that Caleb Williams is going to save Matt Eberflus's job because he's playing so well right now.
Sure, absolutely.
And then I looked and saw 2 touchdown passes since October 13th. It's Thanksgiving. You're not going to get me today, KG. You probably will. But
I'm definitely going to.
the first round, I won the first round.
You did.
It built up.
Yep. Enjoy it while it lasts.
And then I pushed it back down. So, just so you know, Sean, I am going to snap about the Caleb Williams thing today. And
Have at it.
I am.
Have at it.
And I'm
with you.
going to ask you to help me as
will
my
do my
friend.
best.
But we'll get there later. No, we got all the hits though. We'll get obviously to your thoughts as well. We'll take a spin around the NFC North. We got Sean's matchup to watch. We'll go around the NFL for the week also, kind of what's sticking out. Pete Spivak is going to make you some money.
Sir.
And you're like, it was the first time in forever that your same game didn't hit.
Yeah.
But I saved the people
Yes,
with
you
the
did.
Caleb Williams 2+ touchdown passes
At
at
plus
plus
400.
440. Yeah, whatever it was. So we got the people all right.
You're the man. This show is the best.
Yeah.
If I don't get you money, you guys get the
absolutely.
money.
I got your
Okay?
back,
We know
man.
what's going on
100%.
here.
We got our Lions opponent flashback, a little Bears Lions on Thanksgiving that we will take a look at as well. But Sean, I mean, for me, the Decker thing, and I know that people are going to, they're gonna look to the secondary, right? Like that's what they're gonna do. The offensive line is so good that I think we gloss past it. And when a guy like Ragnow, if he doesn't play, or in today's case, Decker doesn't play, that's the thing. Because if you are going to carve a path for the Bears to win this game, and we haven't talked about it all week, and maybe I'm not good at the job, but at the same time, we have forgotten about this Bears defensive front. For real. Like, they still have Montez Sweat. They have good Montez Sweat, too. Mm-hmm. So, like, is that the path for the Bears to win, Sean?
You're stealing my thunder. Absolutely it is. I don't think there's any debate about it. I don't worry about Caleb Williams going out there and winning a game. I'm sorry. I just don't. And again, I cite exactly what Neil was talking about and what we talked about on this very show just 4 days ago. This is a guy that, the law of averages said he had to throw a touchdown pass. He mixed in a couple. Okay, now we can go back to the norm. Okay, now we can go back to the norm of not really worrying too much about Caleb Williams lighting you up. But with that being said, especially and I'm glad that you brought it up, you can't downplay losing a player of that caliber up front. You can't. I mean, I know that.
Are we though? I feel like we are
a little bit.
Yeah,
I think we are.
And I'm guilty.
I don't think you can downplay losing him. I don't. And as much as we worship at the altar of Mr. Holmes, and we should, we absolutely should. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. Okay, there's a reason why this offensive line, this unit, is considered the best in the league. And it has to be a unit to do that. So when you take a piece out, the unit is going to suffer because of it. And especially, that's the one concern about this game. Make no mistake about that. Do the Bears have enough to beat us? No. I really, truly don't believe that. Do they have the ability to make things interesting on us today? I think they do. I really do. I think that they do. But that doesn't keep me from saying, okay, guys, let's rally. Let's understand that you have to take care of business, especially in your own division. And let's also understand the bigger picture. And I'm sorry, this is part of the equation of this is our day. This is a day that ownership fought for, which is, I'm sorry, a story that isn't told enough from the late Mr. Ford. And we have to make this our day again. Let's plant the flag. Like, literally go out there and plant the flag today that this is the Lions' day, and go prove it to everybody.
Here's the other thing, too. Like last year on Thanksgiving against the Packers, there was people were pissed after they lost that game. Yeah. People were super pissed. And I think it was because we felt like we were owed this day. Like this was going to be the party day. Like, hey, we're good. The nation's going to see it. And then we lost and everyone was like really, really pissed. Like something got taken from them. I think there is a little bit of that pressure today as well. Like I'm trying to think of a nice way to say this. Like how we are as fans. We expect this. Like we feel like we're owed this. That's how I'll put it. Because you know what, Neil? To some degree, we are owed this. You know what I'm saying? Like we are owed this to some degree.
As of 3 or 4 years ago, they were trying to get us off of Thanksgiving.
Bingo. That's it. We feel that we're owed a win here today. We do, and to some degree, we're probably right because we do. Because we said 4 years ago today. Never forget. Oh. Sean, you can't though.
It had to happen.
But backing up into this, Sean, like it does feel like there is a little added pressure for the quote unquote party, doesn't it?
No, it is. And KG, as you said, I don't think people understand that there was a movement afoot not too long ago, and in particular in the 90s, of saying, well, why does Dallas get all this promotion? Why does Detroit get all this promotion? It was Lamar Hunt and the Kansas City Chiefs, and I don't think people understand. And listen, we can all say things about the late Mr. Ford, but Mr. Ford kind of put the foot down and said, no, guys, no, this is our day, and if you want a lot of that promotional money that comes in from the Ford Motor Company, you aren't going to mess with our day. Because this is, Neil, whether we like it or not, this is part of our DNA. If you grew up in this area, I don't even care if you're a sports fan, okay? Thanksgiving Day is part of our DNA.
This is the one game a year that my wife will watch for a few minutes.
Yeah, right.
My wife just taps out of sports. Mm-hmm. She's like, sports takes you away all the time. I don't like sports. But Today, Grandma will tap in. Today, my wife will tap in. Like everybody taps in,
and it really is. I mean, it's synonymous with even when the Lions were at the Silverdome, which I know you're in the Silverdome fan club as well. The place was a dump, but it was our dump. You went to the parade, and then you matriculated your way down Woodward or down Telegraph or whatever the case may be, over to Updike, and you watched the Lions play at the Silverdome, or you listened to them on the radio, because kids, long ago, there was once something called the blackout. And the younger generation doesn't get that.
They don't know.
I tell my kids,
Chase,
they don't know.
You used to not be able to watch games.
Chase, it's real.
They were that bad.
You could not. Okay, my famous Thanksgiving Day story, which will result one day when the Lions win the Super Bowl, of dancing on my grandfather's grave. That game wasn't on TV. We listened to it on the radio.
Yep.
I listened to Vince Evans score a touchdown on the last play of the game. So I'm already, and then the overtime kickoff, David Williams returns it for a touchdown, and I'm in full meltdown mode. We didn't watch it on TV. We listened to it. And so people don't.
Chase is like blown away
Yeah, you
right
should
now.
see the look at, it's
You
the
don't know,
1,000-yard
man.
stare. I wish we could get the camera on him. He's got the 1,000.
I hated those days.
Like, legitimately, there were games you could not watch. And so people forget that. But again, Neil, I'm sure I can speak for you. I vividly remember going over to my grandmother's house, and my grandmother, like, having the radio, like, put in a strategic spot where little Sean could listen to the radio. Maybe the people at the other side of the room didn't care so much, but she knew how much it meant to me that I lived and died by this stuff. So she had the radio right next to me where my assigned seating was and everything. So there were Thanksgivings where we had to listen to the Lions, not watch the Lions, listen to the Lions. And I think so many people out there that, Neil, are in our bracket have moments like that and memories like that. And that's the stuff that you don't forget.
Part of it. No, 100% it's part of it.
And that's why it is. This is part of our DNA. Whether you like it or not, it's part of our DNA.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Ryan's reaction, Caleb will throw for 4,000 yards. Flannel said that. Yeah, he will. If it was a 22-game season, he would do it. Chase, what do you think about that, man? Here's how it used to work. The game would have to sell out before they would put it on TV.
Yep.
And their logic was it would have to sell out by Thursday before the game if they were going to put it on TV. And the reason they did that was to make sure that you went to if you wanted to go see the game, you had to go to the game. That's why they did that, to protect the ticket sales.
90-mile radius.
Within 90 miles, they wouldn't show it.
Yep. True story. Isn't that crazy? You should look at his face,
It's
man.
a disconnect with the man.
Do you know the greatest thing in the world was when it always came out Friday, where if somebody in the local community stepped up, whether it be Big Boy, whether it be the Metro Detroit Ford dealers.
Yeah.
But KG, you know what I'm talking about?
Days,
that little blurb in the paper would appear, and it would say, the Metro Detroit dealers bought the last 3,000 tickets, and they'll be giving them out. And you're like, yes, I get to see the Lions. Yes, I get to see the
watch
Lions.
them lose.
And,
I get to watch them lose.
yeah, so that was real. But Neil, with all that being said, I mean, even the latest generation, KG, I'm glad that you brought it up very early in the show. Guys, for all the good this franchise has done the last couple of years, okay? This is another one of those boxes that we have to check, okay? Winning on Thanksgiving, okay? Making the playoffs, check. Winning a playoff game, check. Winning multiple playoff games, check. Going to the Super Bowl, we're going to put that on the side for a second. Winning on our day, that's a box that has to be checked by this regime. And gosh damn it, they're going to check it today.
I can tell you.
There it
I
is.
guarantee
Oh,
it.
yeah, they are.
KG's standing on business today. Yeah, you're in.
I guarantee it's not going to happen again. And, y'all talk about the blackouts and things, and I think it's a little bit of, that old Lions mentality, because Thanksgiving used to be our only shot at national TV.
It was it. Yeah, it was our glory.
Absolutely.
You would want your team to actually look good on national television. Nowadays, we're spoiled. They get like 7 primetime games. They win in damn near all the primetime games. It's whatever now. But a small piece of us still wants us to look good on Thanksgiving in front of the masses. And that's why you feel that kind of pressure, like, okay, I really hope they win today, because the whole world literally is watching, even the casuals.
And you know what pissed you off even more, to your point? It seemed like Dallas won every gosh damn year.
That is a fact.
I almost swore. Every year.
Fox too.
We would watch Detroit
please.
lose at home, and then Dallas would pull something out of their arse, every Thanksgiving. It just seemed like, why does Dallas win all their Thanksgiving games and we always lose? I mean, that was another reason for a meltdown. So, yes, as we change so many of our mindsets, as we change so many of our traditions, let's make today our tradition. Let's go on a 10-0 run on Thanksgiving.
Right on.
So we can talk about this 10 years from now and go, wow, can you believe the Lions have won their last 10 Thanksgiving games? Hell yeah.
I do want to get into the to the game stuff. So let's do this. We'll take a break. There's some scenarios out there, by the way, that I want to.
Scenarios?
Yeah, I texted one to you,
today.
Pete.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
They can't clinch today. Technically.
absolutely. So we're going to go through those scenarios as well. I also want to talk about the game itself and the matchup and everything like that. I also want to tell you about New Holland Brewing Company because they make this magic right here, Taller, the Dutch long drink. Guys, this stuff is electric. It's the New Holland small batch gin. They mix it with the grapefruit puree and magic in this can, everybody. Yes, Taller, the Dutch long drink. Michigan company, New Holland Brewing Company, over there on the west side of the state. Don't sleep on their bourbon, by the way. It's pretty good as well. I had some of that last night, too. Absolutely. Taller, New Holland Brewing Company.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule here for Second Best, 42 Watson Street, downtown Detroit, couple blocks away from LCA. Regular Sundays, that's the spot. We do the pregame show from there. Tons of Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. Sean Belizean, remember this, says the best dry rub wings in the game over there at Second Best, and a hella chicken sandwich as well. Guys, concerts downtown. Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons, Lions, all of it. Guys, this is the stop. I love that place, man. It is in my rotation for sure. Second Best, come get some. All right, we're keeping it pushing here. Woodward Sports pregame show. Neil Rule, Sean Belizean, KG, Pete Spivak in the house. Chase running around somewhere. We're breaking it down. We're doing it better than anybody else, man. That's just the bottom line. Better than the flagships, better than the TV networks. All of it. I do want to get into this matchup a little bit. But before we do that, Sean, there is some business to tend to with the Detroit Lions. And this is real. We were talking about this last night when I was playing cards with my buddies. But the Lions can clinch a playoff spot this weekend. This weekend already. Thanksgiving weekend, they can clinch a playoff spot. They win. The 49ers lose. That's pretty much the crux of it all. Lions win, 49ers lose, Arizona loses, Seattle loses, Tampa Bay loses. They're in. Yeah. They are in the playoffs, dude, which is wild because obviously they're cooking. And they got the best record in the league, and they're 10-1, but they are only a game up on the Vikings, with that being said. So, it's crazy, though, Sean. When the season started, I talked checklist. Just get in the playoffs.
Yep.
Because it's Super Bowl or bust.
Yep.
We all agree. If we don't win the Super Bowl, it'll be a tremendous disappointment. There will be no moral victories, none of that stuff. But that all starts with getting in the playoffs. Theoretically, Sean, they could do that this weekend. That's wild.
It's crazy. I mean, because, again, I can't help but go back to the past. I mean, how many times have we been looking at mock drafts? Have we been doing mock drafts? How many times have we known that there isn't a snowball's chance in Hades that the Lions are going to become playoff eligible? But I'm with you, and I know people didn't like to hear it. At least there was a lot of pushback when I said the same thing. Neil, I need to say, do I want the NFC North? Of course I do. Yes, of course I don't care. Because I've seen teams come from every spot to go represent the NFC or the AFC in the Super Bowl. That's what it's about to me. It's about taking that next step. Now, listen, I want all the appetizers on the way there. It's like the Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, yes, I want the cheesy potatoes. Yes, I want the dressing. I'm going to stay away from that cranberry crap like you posted yesterday on social media.
Nobody likes it. It's a candy corn of Thanksgiving. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it.
Like, what's wrong with you? Like, get away. I'll take a little bit of the ham, and yes, I must have the pigs in the blanket. Give me that. I got to have the pigs in the blanket. But if I don't have them but get my Super Bowl, that's okay. But, Neil, now that we're along this journey, absolutely. Now you are a victim of the circumstances. The Lions have to finish this out. They have to finish this division. They have to get the number 1 seed. I still want nothing to do with going anywhere, in particular Philly. Now that you find yourself in this position, now you have to finish this. And it starts today by beating an inferior team, because that's what the Bears are. We can break it down in every single way. And yes, there's still some DeAndre Swift fear there.
Is it?
I always love one of those bits that always makes me laugh is, DeAndre Swift sucks. This coming from the same guy that was devastated when we decided to move on from him just a couple years ago. Like, knock it off with that. This is still a guy that can hurt you running the ball and out of the backfield. So let's be cognizant of that. But with all that being said, the Detroit Lions are a better team than the Bears. Go beat an inferior opponent at home today.
Bingo. So let's get into it. Woodward Sports chat poll, by the way. Is everybody like... I don't care what uniforms they wear. And 61% of the people agreed with me. So I do like to see that. But, hey, all I know is we put social media posts up about the unis. They do numbers. Straight numbers.
People care.
People care. It's just not my thing.
And today in particular, because of the tradition, people used to seeing the silver helmet, the bland jersey, but we did a lot of losing in that jersey.
The throwbacks,
I'm not mad at it. The Blueberries, we have a way higher win percentage in the Blueberries.
There's two other people that are looking pretty good today. Here. Check them out.
Oh, yeah. Sonic and Knuckles made their way in. Dave Montgomery, Schmear Kids.
That's outstanding.
They are leaning into this, man. I love it.
That's a dope nickname, man.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like fun. Woodward Sports chat thread. All right, let's get into the game, Sean. Stephen Baffey. Bears have not stopped the run since their nose tackle got hurt. They give up 130 a game on average. That average will be going up today. And through all this nuanced discussion about matchups and injuries, there is one non-negotiable that does not change. It hasn't changed since opening day. It hasn't changed through the season. It won't change today. It will not change throughout the year. Here are the non-negotiables, Sean. The Detroit Lions run the football, and you do not run the football on the Detroit Lions. No debate. That's it.
End of breakdown.
But you know what I'm saying, though, Sean? Like, I think that we get lost in the sauce a little too much. Not cranberry sauce, because that ish is nasty. But you get lost in the sauce sometimes, and we want to get cute when we analyze these matchups. And this is what I fall back on. So even throughout all the injuries, the Lions run the football on you. You do not run the football on the Lions. Period.
No, and you know, Neil, even with Taylor Decker being out, and I'm not going to back down from it. It's huge. I think it's being underplayed. I do. I think it's being underplayed. You have to find a way to do that. And this is where I don't care what anybody says. I firmly believe in the psychological part of the game, and I think every single Lion fan should believe in the psychological part of the game because we lived it. Whether you want to admit it or not, we lived it. And it's the, oh no, here we go again. And that's why I say jump on the Bears. Jump on the Bears, okay? And this is where, Neil, let me take a step back. This is not for my personal business, okay? This is not for my personal hang-up with the Bears. This is for the professional reason. This is a team that knows what it's going through. They know better than anybody. They know better than anybody. Oh, my gosh, we're playing out the string. We're probably going to have to deal with a new coach, all that stuff. So you know what happens when you jump on a team? Here we go again. And I watched Here We Go Again happen to this team more times than you can shake a stick at in my lifetime, and so have you. So that's why I think it's imperative to jump on the Bears. I do. Invoke your will, and we know how they invoke their will. Neil, there's no doubt about that. You know what? We're going to give you 5 yards of Monty. We're going to give you 4 yards here.
And you will take it.
And I'm going to take it all day. Pop, pop, pop. You know that one's going to hit. That's the way it always works out. So that's what you do. You go out there. Neil, nothing fancy, nothing cute. You don't have to be cute. Go do what you do. And you'll watch the Bears unravel today. Mark my words, you will watch the Bears unravel today.
And Sean, that's it. Because let's look at the Bears by the numbers, all right? Let's just look at them real quick, all right? Yeah, Caleb Williams will throw for 4,000 yards this year. If the season gets stretched to 22 games, he'll do that. See, because, like, I see these. This is where I'm confused, Sean. And as promised, I'm going to ask you to help me understand. Because I see it up on the TV screen. I told you guys earlier in the week when I was at Planet Fitness, shout out, live from the Planet Fitness studios. I'm running on the treadmill, and I see on the bottom bar on the 4-letter network, will Caleb Williams save Matt Eberflus's job because he's playing well? And then I look, and the Bears are on a 5-game losing streak. And then I look, and the Bears haven't won a game on the road. And then I look, and Caleb Williams has 2 touchdown passes since before Columbus Day. Like, this is what I don't understand. This is where I get confused, Sean. Caleb Williams isn't good. The Bears aren't good. Because good teams don't lose 5 games in a row. Good teams win a road game. And like, I'm falling victim to it, too, to some degree, Sean, because, like, it's the Bears, and I'm conditioned to think that the Bears are going to be okay in this great defense they have, and Montez Sweat, and all that money they spend on their defense and all that kind of stuff. But then at the same time, Sean, I'm like, Caleb Williams is the quarterback.
Yep.
And I can't. You guys, look. I'm gonna put a show on Twitter today.
Oh,
a
God.
show when Caleb Williams.
Oh, God.
When Caleb Williams throws that pick, when the Bears lose this game, when he's just a regular ass NFL player. Can nobody tell me nothing, right? I'm going to be on one, Sean. I just am. Because today the nation gets to be... The fraud that is Caleb Williams gets exposed. The Caleb Williams narrative gets exposed. And I can't wait for it. Oh, Zadarius Smith. 2 sacks.
He going to eat today.
2 sacks.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the Kirby pick. Give me the Branch pick. Give it all to me, Sean. Give it all to me, and I can't wait. And, like, look...
My pants are slowly slipping down my legs, Neil.
The nation.
They're slowly slipping down. You better be careful. They're around my knees right now.
And I got swept up in it right there because here's me saying, hey, survive in advance. But then when I start thinking about what could be, oh my God, Sean.
Yeah.
Guys, you should see how Zadarius showed up today. Hang on here.
Oh God, I can't wait for that.
Z.
Oh, boy.
Big Z.
Oh my God.
Dog,
That's 4 sacks loaded right there.
He got leather pants on. He's getting a sack today. He got leather pants on.
Can somebody get to Caesar Sportsbook now? Now. That's going to be Sean Belizean in the third quarter.
That's a fact. That's swaggy, man. That jacket is swagged out, but he's got leather pants on, man.
Are you kidding me with that?
He's
that beautiful?
getting a sack. Let me see if I
I
can find
still
this
cannot
line.
believe that we had conversations with people like about how dangerous the Bears and the Keenan Allen stuff. What a pedestrian year he's having. He had a good game against the Vikings, but I mean overall it's a pedestrian year. And you know why? Because again, guys, it's a rookie quarterback. For every rookie quarterback that you can mention to me, like C.J. Stroud, or you can even use Bo Nix this year, which is shocking, okay? I'll give you 10 names of rookie quarterbacks that struggle, man. It doesn't happen in the National Football League. So, all this Bear drama that came in the offseason, and again, so much of it is tied to Hard Knocks. I mean, when are we going to ever learn that lesson? All of that, you know what? It all becomes negated when a rookie quarterback does rookie quarterback things. And that's exactly what we're going through right now is Caleb Williams. And I'm not at the point where Neil is yet, where I'm ready to go like this with him. I told you that. I'm not at that point yet. Give a guy a chance. We'll be able to answer that in a couple of years. But you know what I do know? Rookie quarterbacks struggle in this league.
On the road, especially.
I know that. That's a given. So I'm with you today.
Hey, Neil. I got you, man. Courtesy of Caesar Sportsbook, the greatest sportsbook in the world.
Attaboy.
Zadarius Smith sacks, minus 119 for 1.
Oh, my
Plus
God.
575 for 2.
Put all your
There it
XRP
is.
coins on that one.
Spin it for 2.
Oh, look who
Spin
else.
it for 2?
Look who else showed up today.
J-Mo. Way-Mo. My boy free. My boy is free.
Plus 575 for
For
2.
2 sacks.
For 2
You
Zadarius
said
Smith
spin the wheel.
sacks.
Spin the wheel?
I gave you last week Caleb Williams, the 2+ touchdowns at 440.
That's right, you did.
Run that. Take a morsel and run it back.
Okay.
Zadarius Smith.
Did you say minus 119?
For 1 sack.
I'm going
Oh,
2.
my God.
Plus
Yeah,
575.
Yeah, alternate that.
Half.
Plus 575
For
Yep,
2
for
sacks.
2.
Don't you have
575?
Wait, when he shows up like that, you don't have a choice.
I'm sorry.
Leather
Yeah.
pants.
Well, I mean, my numbers, the chances of me being pantless in my kitchen just went down after seeing that picture. So you should have done that 5 minutes ago. You'd have made a really good bargain on that.
Okay, if he does it, Sean, for the next Lions game you host at your house, can we go from pantless Sunday to leather pants Sunday? Can you?
Gosh, how great would that be?
You in leather
My
pants?
kids would murder me. They would just, Dad, I'd rather see you pantless than with those things on. Maybe that's going too far.
It's
but
even greater.
No, that boy, what a great
Turn
look,
up the
though.
heat. Make it leather chaps.
Yeah, right? If that doesn't get you fired up, nothing will. That's a beautiful thing, man. Chaps.
Good to see you smoking meat and wearing chaps.
Howdy, partner. Drop it like a Texas drawl or something. Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims. I'm John Wayne, pilgrims.
Pilgrim, happy Thanksgiving. Just sitting there like swinging some ribs.
Oh, shit. Y'all crazy, bro.
I see you have a problem with my attire, Pilgrim.
Oh, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Ryan, shout out second best. Yes, shout out second best. No doubt about it. Matty
Great
B.
spot.
Zadarius is a vibe right now. No, there's no question. Robert Lane. Why the hell does this network still employ Neil Rule and Anson? I don't know, Robert. It's
they're
wild.
awesome.
Yeah, right.
The checks keep clearing. I don't understand it either,
Thanks for
Robert.
They're
watching,
both
man.
awesome.
I told them to
Appreciate
stop. They keep doing it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
They absolutely
Big time.
do. So
Happy Thanksgiving, Neil.
Hey.
Cheers.
Look at that. A turkey.
What is that?
A turkey just dropped off bourbon for Neil.
What is that?
A wild turkey.
And I have a doggy in my studio.
I'm in.
Hi, puppy.
I'm in. Absolutely.
There we go,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you. You're the best ever.
Holiday
Did you say stick?
holiday
Come here.
greetings.
Stick, come here.
Yeah.
Come on. Give it. Look at that.
Go Lions.
Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely. There are two checklists that you have to have every week. You need to check that off your list when you're watching the Lions game, and you need to check that Pilgrim off the list.
Yeah.
The same dude that's been wearing the Pilgrim outfit since like 1979. It's the exact same dude, but those are the two things you have to check off your list every year.
Well, I figured it wouldn't be a pregame show without you guys drinking.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We got bar. I brought chicken. We got turkey. We got pulled pork.
Ooh.
Lasagna, KG.
My dog.
Okay.
Got the lasagna.
Okay.
2 pies are on the way. Dr. Corey Day is on the way with pies. Lydia from the coffee shop, she made bread with butter, like spiced butter.
Elite.
Woodward is here.
Okay.
Woodward.
The pup is here.
There you go.
Shout out
Beautiful
Woodward.
baby.
This guy.
Oh,
Love
my
Woodward,
goodness
man.
sakes. Hang on. Let me zoom in.
What a
Oh,
sweet
my God.
baby.
Look at this. Look.
Keep
at
the
him.
penis out the shot, Pete.
No. Penis is part of the show.
Get a good look.
Right.
It's going to be a pantless Thanksgiving for Woodward as well.
Right.
So a lot of that going around.
Woodward.
Shout out to Detroit Dog Rescue. Go get yourself a dog.
Oh,
There
Woodward
you
is
go.
the best, man.
Baby. Yes, you are.
oh my God.
Keep that dog close to you. I'm a stealing.
IT hips. Damn, Stick isn't messing around. No, he's not. KG, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Oh my God.
Oh, Woody.
I don't even know where to go. All right, Sean's matchup.
No, you know what it comes back
I'm just
to?
going to do a hard transition.
No,
Sean's matchup. Sean, what matchup you watching?
And I'm going to jump right into it. Imposing your will on them. And it's not going to be easy today. You know, it isn't, Neil. I want to see that. How about the 3 yards here, the 4 yards there, the 5 yards there? I think it's going to be important if you want to take the Bears' soul today. I think you have to do it because you know what they're looking at. I mean, a lot of times you have to look at it through the eyes of the opposition. They're loving the fact that Taylor Decker's out. You know, okay, this is huge. I mean, this unit that nobody can deny, arguably the best unit in the National Football League, is missing a key cog today. So you know what you do? You say, yeah, we are, but we're still going to impose our will on you. That's how you take a soul, is you go out there and you systematically do it. 4 yards a pop, 5 yards a pop. Monty breaks one for 11. Gibbs breaks one. Neil, I think it's important. I want the bells and whistles. I want J-Mo. I want the big play. But to me, to pound the Bears today, you have to do what you do, and that's imposing your will on the Bears. And as somebody brought up earlier, the Bears are missing a key cog up front. So, okay, let's go mano a mano and let's impose our will on them. I think it's as simple as that. You go do what we expect them to do, and the Lions are going to win this way going away. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. We as a fan base have been in this position so many times that the Bears are in, okay? They're waiting for something to go bad. They're waiting for a wheel to go off. And when you are having the type of season that they're having, especially chock full of some of the losses, I mean, really going back to the Commanders game.
That's what broke it.
And the Hail Mary. You got, how many times have we been there?
Man.
Like, you find ways to lose as opposed to finding ways to win. We lived it. We can talk about it now because we're in a really good place, both with the Lions and mentally. Now, I don't think those thoughts anymore. I'm healed. I think about how the Lions are going to go win football games. That's why we all sit back and, hey, at what point in time during that Texans game did you think the Lions were going to lose? None. I expect the Lions to win now. So the Bears are living that former life right now. So go do that. Keep that foot on the neck, and the Lions are going to win this game going away, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. Get your thoughts out there. Don't see me cricket. Has Neil ever drank? Was this Cavalan single malt? It's a Taiwanese whiskey. No, I'm not that cultured. I guess I haven't gotten into like the Japanese bourbons and stuff like that. Like I haven't. I haven't gone down that road.
I'm intrigued.
I mean, I'll
haven't
try
either.
it.
No,
yeah.
I love my rye in particular, but I'm intrigued.
Mike O, don't believe the turkey hype. Turkey's a staple, man.
It is, but it's got to be cooked correctly.
You have to do it right. I couldn't
no
agree
doubt.
more.
Well, yeah. Nobody's
more.
trying to gnarl on a dry ass turkey. No one's trying to do that.
Horrible. That's why it's overrated.
Rando Smalls, bacon wrapped turkey breast, ham steak and pineapple and Sprite, mashed taters, corn, and Polish kielbasa, all in with rolls.
I cannot believe that it took society so long to understand that you have to brine a turkey. That's amazing to me. That my mother never brined a turkey, and you know what, KG, like you said, Mom, I love you. The turkey was dry every year. You forced it down because it was Thanksgiving.
Right.
You have to. Neil, I have had my turkeys, plural, in a bath for 60 hours. And you know what I do? Then I get my Cajun butter and I put one pump in each breast, one pump in each drumstick, one pump in each wing. I guarantee you will never have a dry turkey again. And people will go, what the hell did you do to that turkey? It's really simple. Turkey can be phenomenal.
It can, yeah.
It can be. I mean, like top of the list phenomenal. But you have to do it right. It's
got to be wet.
Yeah, you got to do it right.
Hey, yo.
That's what he said. I hit the wrong drop.
That's a good drop anyway.
Super Bowl Cartier brings up a good point, too, and we haven't even touched on him. Aleem McNeil will terrorize Caleb Williams.
Their interior is weak.
Okay.
Dude, Aleem McNeil.
Yeah.
Sean, he's turning into a star, man. He dominated that football game last week. Dominated it.
How many times have you heard people say making plays is contagious? It is. When you watch the guy down the line from you, when you watch the guy across the line from you make plays, it becomes contagious. And I'll tell you what, Aleem McNeil is inflicted right now. I mean, he really is. I mean, this is a guy that, okay, this feels good. This feels good to go out there and be a dominant force. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do that dominant force. And in turn, man, it just makes everybody around you better. It just does. And you've seen him take a huge step, no doubt about it.
Jason Martin in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody from Oregon. Appreciate you tapping into the show. Early morning for you, too, as well. Skydog 722, run behind Sewell. What's understood doesn't have to be explained.
No, you go.
Like that is it. Real quick, Sean, too, getting into the weeds of it a little bit. So with Decker out, the thought process is Skipper comes in at the left tackle spot.
Right.
My guess would be they leave Sewell at the right side.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where Montez Sweat is most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Am I warm on that?
I think you're probably barking up the right tree. I can't. No, why would you?
They don't move Sewell to left often.
Right.
Like, they'll do it if they have to, but
No.
Skipper is a solid enough backup to be able to hold that spot down. They'll have plays in there where the running backs are helping out too, so he's not going to be on the island out there, but yeah, I would expect to have Skipper on that left side.
He already played that earlier this year, so
Yeah.
No, that and that's fair. Rude Boy Gang, don't put Vildor in.
He's going to be in.
Yeah, like
We're going to
he's
see
going to
him
play.
Yeah.
And teams are probably going to target him.
100%.
You have to be prepared for that.
Yep. This is his opportunity. I mean, he hears it. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
He hears it. And
Sean, I don't have a problem with what happened last week the way everybody else does. I don't. Like,
don't we always have to find a villain? I'm not being funny. Don't we always? We
do. No, we
even
do.
when things are good, we have to find a villain.
He's a symbol of Lions' pain from
No,
that
I
NFC
agree.
Championship game. He's the face of that.
You put it better than I did. So
Yeah.
I'm going to sit with you. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
He's a backup. He's
Yeah,
a backup
exactly.
in this league.
Yep.
That plays like a
He
backup.
was a backup last year.
That one big
never
play
supposed
he
to be in
gave
that
up,
position.
that was one of the good AR-15 throws. He dropped that thing in a bucket. There wasn't a quarterback in the league that was stopping that play.
Yeah.
The throw was perfect. And, they went after him, and he gave up a couple plays. But then I checked the stats, And AR-15 had what, like 170? People act like he threw for 370 and 4 scores, and Vildor gave up 200 yards. Like, guys, at some point today, the Bears will make a play. It could happen in the first quarter.
Exactly.
Like, it could happen. The Bears, they drive Mercedes too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get paid to play the game too. At some point, they'll have success. It happens, man. And in this league, good offense beats good defense. It does. When you run your offense perfectly, it cannot be stopped.
Nobody likes to hear it anymore.
It cannot be stopped.
That's what the league wants.
Every sport's like that.
And
Every sport.
Listen, we don't have to argue with people anymore. Before, people used to argue that. Not too long ago in our rearview mirror. I think everybody out there understands what the NFL is pushing for. And if your offense runs, I love your chances. That's just the way it is. And they punish defenses. I mean, openly. We know that. They punish defenses. So at the end of the day, Neil, absolutely do what you do.
Stephen Baffy, I don't want to see St. Brown or Waymo out there returning punts. Vaki or Dorsey, please. Yeah, you won't see that again. Yeah. And because I saw people critical about that. And Dan Campbell, he did an interview with the Flagship, and he kind of laid it on the line. He's like, we put him out there because our guy got hurt.
Exactly.
Who do we trust?
It was an emergency
Who do you
situation.
trust with? Who do you trust with your life to catch the punt?
I know I'm in the minority. I don't mind J-Mo back there at all. I don't.
Oh, no, I want it.
Well,
yeah,
everybody
I want
wants
that.
I don't.
I
when I
want
hear
that.
people say that, I'm sorry. I cringe. You know what? I want electricity. I want a guy that can avoid taking the big hit. I want that. Bring him back.
But Vaki can do that for you. Khalil Dorsey can do that for you.
All I know is when J-Mo gets the ball, about every 9 times he's ever touched the ball in the league, he's crossed the goal line with it.
That's what.
And what kicks are he going to return? I mean, that kickoff rule is just horrible. I mean, what kicks is he really going to return?
Right.
And what's he going to run into? A guy running at 10 miles an hour? He'll be all right if he returns.
No, you know
kicks.
what? There are guys that make everybody stand when they get the ball, and he's one of them. It's a select group. It really is. It's a select group. You know, like Neil in hockey, you hear all the time, you know, what makes everybody stand? You know, when 2 guys decide to drop the mitts. When he gets the ball, don't you just...
You move in your seat.
You literally do.
Yeah.
And there aren't many guys like that in the National
like when
Football
you
League.
see like a possible end around or something, you're like,
Right. Mm-hmm. You're like,
Yes.
yeah.
As soon as he gets past the line of scrimmage, you are like, he can take this.
It's an electricity that I haven't felt watching the Lions. I didn't even get that way with Calvin.
Well,
For real.
I kind of did.
For real. No, because it's a different style.
Well, yeah,
obviously.
Completely different.
And we didn't like the dynamicness. Like I get the Tyreek Hill vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I do that with Tyreek Hill. Like if Tyreek Hill's playing in a game, I'm going to watch it because he's electric when he gets up. You don't know what's going to happen. There are very few people in this league that do that.
And listen, it is one of those things that makes him such a special player and a key cog. And I go back to the conversations we had in the beginning of the year. If you're one of those people that the ultimate success or failure of a guy like J-Mo is he needs 1,500 yards and 80 receptions, you are never going to be satisfied. Yeah. So guess what? At the end of the year, you can tell
That's the linear crowd, Sean. That's the linear box score crowd.
Everybody, you were right. I'm telling you right now, you can tell that. What I want him to do is bring something different to the table. I want him to be a game breaker. I want him to be but a piece of the puzzle. And you are not paying attention if you can't acknowledge that right now. That's exactly what he is. He's a weapon that many teams in the National Football League don't have.
No question about it. Second best, everybody. Hey, now.
Hey.
It's the spot downtown, man. If you are going downtown, concerts, whatever you got going on, Second Best is the spot. On home Sunday games, we're there for the Woodward Sports pregame show as well. 42 Watson Street. The best dry rub wings in the game. The best chicken sandwich in the game. Whatever you're doing, guys, I'm telling you, just pull up there. Have a drink. Level with me here. Go there and have a drink. It'll be in your rotation downtown for sure. Second Best, come get some.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week. Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
Into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
You guys.
All right, back at it. Woodward Sports pregame show. Neil Rule, Sean Belesian, hour number 2. Thousands of you are tapped in right now. Please click the like button since you're there. It's just one simple click, and then you can go keep grinding that turkey and doing what you're doing. Neil Rule, Sean Belesian, we got KG. We got Pete Spivak in the house. We got our guy Chase. We got all of you here as well. And get into that chat. Get your thoughts out there. You guys are sending in messages quicker than I can read them. So I'll try to get to what I can. Mike Ojamo is electric, guaranteed. Neil, you could charge your EV with the electricity from Jamison Williams. If there's a way to harness that, is it free? Alan W. Mosley inactive Vildor Legacy game. Loading. I want it so bad, too, for Vildor.
If he gets a pick today, that'd be crazy.
Oh, it would be awesome.
If he gets a pick,
Can you look that number up? Oh, my gosh. Right?
I don't even know if they got a line on that. I don't.
Do they have a line on patentless Thanksgiving? Is there?
Yeah, Sean Belesian, minus 10,000.
Right.
You're better off putting your money in a bank CD.
That's a fact.
Got the inactives coming up.
Yes, Peter Spivak.
Yes, sir.
You have the inactives?
Yes, hang on. I'm just downloading them now. Here they are.
Yeah.
And here they go.
Here are today's inactives. Carlton Davis, no surprise. Emmanuel Mosley, mild surprise. Taylor Decker, no surprise. Owasika's out, which, Sorsdal's out. A lot of the offensive line depth is out. So you're going to lean heavy on Panay. But you always do.
Always do.
You always do. Like, he's the best player in football. Like, let's cut the shit.
But will be out there, though.
What's that? Terry Arnold is out there.
He'll
Correct.
be out there.
Yes, he is.
So,
That's
all
an
in all,
upgrade.
Sean,
That's a boost.
I'm cool with it. I like it. Let's rock. Sean wants to take off his pants at home. I'm not going to be one to judge. You want to take a spin around the NFC North real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
See what else is going on. We won't have to go far, however, everybody. Now, I have told everyone that I am opting out of Giants-Cowboys. I will not participate in it.
All right.
If somebody tries to turn it on in the house, I will turn it to something else. Probably college basketball until the Memphis-Tulane college game. You respect that, I know.
I do.
You
It's going to be a good
endorse
matchup.
it.
I do.
Good matchup.
100%. However, I am opting in to Packers-Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
Got to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, can I just say as a counterpoint, is there that sadistic, you want to see Jerry get embarrassed again in Jerry World on Thanksgiving vibe going on a little bit for you?
I think how are you going to get more embarrassed than what's out there already?
Have the Giants beat you.
Your winless stadium.
Awful.
Okay, you know what?
They're so bad.
No,
The Giants are so bad.
Nobody else put it to me like that.
You tap it in now.
Okay, can I make a deal?
Have Drew Lock running out on the field. And we're going to tell tales of Drew Lock's heroics on Thanksgiving.
Can I make a deal with you?
Okay, fine. What is it? Let me hear it.
If somebody texts me and tells me that the Giants are winning in the fourth quarter,
Oh, my God.
You gonna do it.
I'll tap in.
They got
Yes, you got to.
I told you.
Only to see the Cowboys lose.
You got to.
I told you.
Damn you, Sean
It's that
Believin'.
sadistic part. You're just a little
Damn.
All week he was popping that shit.
Tyrone
All
Tracy
week
Jr.
he was popping that. Like,
He's going to
oh,
go
I'm
off
gonna
for
watch.
130
But-
yards and 2 TDs.
To your point, I think Miami's flying under the radar a little bit. I do. I really, truly
Sean,
think...
here's the deal. Tua's back.
Yeah.
And he's spinning that thing
he
again.
really, I think they're
Upset
flying under the
tonight.
radar a little bit.
like they're going to have to almost run the table.
Upset.
Like the odds are
right.
against them, but they got a shot.
It's the old bit though. Miami at Lambeau. You know that Miami never wins games with the temperature under 35
Right.
or whatever the hell it is.
I mean, it's kinda
But
true.
that's what has me intrigued, and that's what's going to have me, pulling for Miami today. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I'm never going to root for you, Packers, but I'm intrigued at that. And, to get the added bonus tomorrow of, it's still so weird. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, KC and Raiders, but it's all about today. But no, Neil, I'm all in. I'm going to call myself out just for a second, and I don't know if you and I have had this conversation. I shook my fist at the National Football League when they decided the third game. I hated it.
I did too.
How can you do that? And you know what? Gosh damn it, NFL, you won again.
You win.
You
You
win
always do.
all the time.
I told you.
Every time you make one of these decisions, you know what that's not the way this is the way it's always been. We go full old man, right? At a playoff game. At every gosh damn time the NFL wins. I can't do without my night game on Thanksgiving now. I can't. Now, don't get me wrong. If there's a good college football game on, that's different. But hasn't that become part of our DNA now? Our Thanksgiving DNA is having that matchup at night. And this year in particular, for personal reasons, obviously for Lion fans, Dolphins, Packers just hits for me. I think that's a good match.
Greg, Neil's partying. I'm on board. Get it in, man. It's a holiday. Enjoy yourself. Also, NFC North. Minnesota Vikings playing Sunday, hosting the Cardinals.
Trap
Vikings 9-2, Cardinals 6-5.
game. Trap game.
Minnesota favored by 3. 3 and a hook, depending on where you
Trap
shop.
Game.
Sean, am I wrong to think that I'm old Kyler? Can Kyler hook us up, man?
He can.
Yes, he can.
He has to. This is one of those games. I mean, they have playoff implications. Make no mistake about that. And again, when you look at that whole division, when you see San Francisco literally bringing up the rear. I mean, they're bringing up the rear right now. Yes. Look, Minnesota, Neil, I think we all have to begrudgingly say, yes, Minnesota's going to make the playoffs. I'm not going to move off the absolutely fraudulent train. They're fraudulent. I'll give you your credit. You are what your record indicates in the National Football League. But deep down inside, Viking fans, if you're tapping in to see what kind of shade Neil can throw your way, I'll do it for you. Deep down inside you're not going anywhere. You know that. Congratulations, you're going to make the playoff. Maybe you can hang one of those banners, all that stuff, okay? But you're not going anywhere. But with that being said, in order of importance, this game's huge for Kyler and the Cards. It really is.
People giving me flack right now for
I told you.
If the Cowboys are losing, I do want to see it.
I told you they got you. You was popping that. You just like the people you talk about, Neil.
I'm not watching. I'm not watching the rest of it.
I'll text you. I'll go, Neil, seriously, Drew Lock is having a game.
Having a game.
And then at that point, you have no choice. You have to tap in.
And I respect it. and you're my friend, and I'll do what you say.
Deal.
But can we make a deal on that though? No text till the fourth quarter.
Okay.
I don't care what's happening. I'm not getting involved. I'm not.
enough.
You could tell me Drew Lock's thrown for 700 yards. I'm not turning it on because I don't care. However, fourth quarter, I want that shot. I want the shot of Jura up there in the box.
You need it.
I need it.
You do.
Oh, I do need it. That's what I want for dessert.
Put that right into the veins.
I was going to have
my syringe.
I was going to have this Cool Whip presented by Pumpkin Pie, but instead I'm just going to watch Jura up in the box.
I usually, like, seriously, for me, it's like get that gravy and I just inject it straight into the. No, I need Jura. I do. I need it. I
Even
need it
better
like
is
air,
the-
food, water, and shelter. I need that.
Even better is the post game.
Yes.
The reasons he's going to give for
Yes.
that. I love it.
No, it is. It is absolutely so good. So yeah, it's Black Lion Cardinals over the Vikings. Cards are playing better. Woodward Sports chat thread. James, Vikings got Daniel Jones. Could that make a difference? No. Trappiness. Hey, I like. Anyone remember Neil's take on Jake Bates in the beginning of the season?
I
Clown.
do.
Okay. Because I asked the question.
It was fair, though, at the time. I will give you
That's
that.
all I wanted to hear.
It was fair.
That's all I wanted to hear. Was it fair of me to ask the question?
No, I remember doing a show. KG, we talked about it. I feel the exact same way. It's like when a guy is missing 38, 39, 40-yard field goals, isn't that a red flag? Like, honestly, come on, just be honest with you. Isn't that a red flag? I'm glad he's hitting the 57, 58, 59 yarders. That
He's doing it. Like, he's doing it.
That's
Like,
awesome.
he's perfect.
That's fantastic. But you know what? We can't miss those extra points. We can't miss that 37-yarder, that 38-yarder, et cetera, et cetera. Look, you need length today in the National Football League. This has changed more so than anything in my mind, Neil. I'm being serious. There was a time where all of us, if you're watching right now, you were like, wow, that dude hit a 50-yarder. Now you just go, oh, whatever, 50-yarder. You know, as these numbers continue to go up, that's great. It's fantastic. But what Jake Bates had to prove to everybody, okay?
And
he did. Give him his flowers, is that he could hit those other ones.
Right.
And look, the numbers that we had at the time, the information that we had at the time, lent itself to questioning that. Okay, I know it's a great story. I know we want to grab the guy from the Panthers. But is this a guy that consistently can go out there and hit kicks? He has, so you know what? You shut up. It's really a simple proposition.
It is very simple.
Yeah.
You know, I almost hearkened back to the Dylan Larkin discussion we were having before the show started. Like, I was criminalized for saying, hey, man, I need a little more. And then he gave a little more.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And again, I'm not saying I was right about it. I'm saying when new information presents itself, you have the right to change your opinion. And he's delivered. That's it. Like, you can't deny it.
Well, the flip side to that is, and I've had this conversation more times than you can shake a stick at, is if you acknowledge something to begin with, it's not as much a trouble as it eventually becomes. The reality is this is a guy that was missing some kicks.
Yep.
And so therefore, it was okay to ask those questions. Not say he's going to flame out, not say that he's going to bust out, but hey, dude, if this is going to be our everyday kicker, he's got to hit those kicks. He has. So you know what you do?
He was the element.
You shut up.
Yeah, and Sean, like, here's what he's provided, and this backs up your statement before about how kicking in the league has changed, where you just have to get on the plus side of the field and you get points. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like, it's changed the analytics of the game completely.
Dan Campbell another notch in his belt.
No doubt.
To where he doesn't have to go for it on fourth down unless they're in the red zone or something. He plays the field position game. But the mark for me was, will he send Jake Bates out in situations that he wouldn't send the Money Badger out in? And we've seen that. We've definitely seen that at spades. A lot of the kicks that Jake Bates has made this year, he wasn't going to lean on the Money Badger if he was the kicker. And we've seen that. So
Right.
that was the mark for me.
Do you know what it reminds me of? And it reminds me of the Jared Goff conversation, in all honesty. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
3-4 years ago, okay, people were denying that he was a turnover machine. And he was. And I would say, here are the facts. Look at the numbers. Look at his interceptions. Look at his fumbles. And even in his early tenure here with the Detroit Lions. But you know what shuts guys like me up is when he isn't anymore. What am I going to do? Lie? Am I going to talk about turnovers that don't exist? And I think the flip side to that is people in their earnestness and their desire for Jared Goff to be the man, it would clearly be in the best interest of all of us, told me that I didn't see what I saw. That I didn't see that he was turning the ball over at very alarming rates. And so that's that. How often do you see that, though? You know, I mean, it really is. It's like the old Star Wars thing. Those are not the droids you're looking for. You did not see all those turnovers. You did not see that missed 35-yarder and then 37-yarder. So the flip side to that is, you know, ultimately, Neil, you've been in this business long enough. There is I gotta be right guy out there. Well, the question was valid at the time. There's nothing wrong with asking the question. And he's answered the question.
All right. You guys want some more info about the Thanksgiving Day game and like how this is an institution in Detroit and this is like what we do. As I look around the ticket market, which is something I like to do because it's kind of indicative of, you know, where a franchise is, what the town's about, all that kind of stuff. Get in price for Cowboys Giants today. Cowboys, like Thanksgiving Day tradition. Them and the Lions. Like it's our day, it's Dallas's day. Yep. That's a non-negotiable. Get in price today in Dallas, $28.
Wow.
$28.
$28.
How
much
about
was that
this?
stadium again?
What's that?
How much did that stadium cost again?
A lot.
$28 seating? Yeah.
A lot. How about, and this is even more telling. You want to tell me that Thanksgiving Day game does not belong to Detroit, who birthed it? You want to tell me that we haven't built this? We're the ones responsible for it? Get in price in Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. Thanksgiving, the Green Bay Packers, the Mecca. Get in price $75 at Lambeau on Thanksgiving. People got other stuff to do, man. Like it's not a part of part of their culture.
It's not in their DNA.
It's not in their DNA. It's not ingrained. Lions get in price $239. Yep. Get in.
Yep. I remember point blank. Neil, I said this to you before. This is something you have in common. Our favorite season until now was the 1991 season. And I went to that Bears game, and I've said this. I told Lomas Brown this. My favorite game was outbearing the Bears on Thanksgiving Day in 1991. The big bad bullies, Mike Ditka Bears. The Bears punched us early in the game, and we punched them harder. And they didn't get up. And it was I loved every second of it. But Neil, even back then, I remember vividly, I got 2 nice tickets for $125. That was unheard of back then.
Right.
And then I got my old man, the cop going, I cannot believe how dumb you are. You spent $65 on you're just an idiot. No, I had to be there.
I mean, you are an idiot, but
well, Dad, you were right about that. You know that better than anybody.
But not because of that.
There was no way I was missing that game. You kind of had the feeling that the Lions, it was coming up like this, and especially after the tragedy of Mike Utley, you knew the emotions were going to be there. And Neil, I had no problem spending $65. Are you kidding me? It was like, yeah, let's go.
No, it is. It's more of an example.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying about this market. And then you, like Thanksgiving weekend, like the holiday weekend, Chiefs game tomorrow, Prime Video exclusive. I was told you wouldn't stream games. Mm-hmm. And yet here we are. Chiefs get in price, $150. Falcons get in price. They're hosting the Chargers. Good game, right? $47. Bengals hosting the Steelers, $90. Vikings, $78 against the Cardinals. Patriots, $57. The Jets, New York.
New York.
Hosting Seattle, $31 to get into that game.
What's the number here today? Just for
240.
Mike.
Commanders, right? Mm-hmm. Washington.
Exciting.
They're 7-5. Jaden Daniels, like Heisman winner. Hosting the Titans, $33. to get into that game.
Must be nice.
Wow.
Jaguars at home against the Texans. Jacksonville market, $17. The Saints, but they're not the lowest, the Jaguars. The Saints at home against the Rams. $13 for tickets to get into the Saints game.
Damn. Wow.
Panthers hosting the Bucks. $20 to get in. Now the Ravens hosting the Eagles, that's $285. Get in price. That one's a little different. Bills hosting the 49ers. Sunday Night Football. Buffalo. $84. Just to kind of give you an idea, the climate, the temperature of the climate.
Trust me from experience with the Bills Mafia, go there and you'll probably find some tickets a few minutes before the game because those maniacs just drink too much and then they're like, I'm not going in today. And then you can swoop in like the hawk and grab their tickets for a cheaper price. I've been there. I've done that.
Salty pork chops. I don't even want to know what the NFC Championship ticket prices would be. I looked at that. Get in. $2,300.
My God.
$2,300 get in. Sean, another reason why they got to win this game. I want to see that.
Yep.
I want to see the NFC Championship at Ford Field. I want to see it. I want to see get-in prices, $3,000. I want to see, because I know I will. Like, I'll stand before you right now. I know I will cry if they win that game.
Oh, there's no
I will.
doubt in
I
my
will
mind.
cry.
No doubt in my mind.
Hand to God.
No doubt in my mind.
If they win that game, I will cry.
And nobody's putting a damn camera in front of my face or anything like that. It's not going to be one of those social media moments. That's my moment. That's my moment. I need to exercise that out of my soul. Isn't it funny, Neil? Like I was always one of those guys, if the Lions ever get there, okay? I was always one of those guys that was like, there's nothing I wouldn't spend. No, you know what? I need to be at home because of what you just said. I do. I need to be at home because if I was at the NFC Championship game, if I was at the Super Bowl, I would be a blubbering mess. No, I need to be at home. I need to sit on my couch. I need to make my plans for my trip the next day to dance on my grandfather's grave. Give me my moment. There's no place I'd rather be at home. But seriously, I mean that. And forget money. Forget money for a second. No, I want to be there at home. That's my moment. And I think a lot of Lion fans feel that way.
Me and my buddies were talking about that last night, like how crazy it is that, and look, here at the network, by the way, at Woodward Sports, we are prepping for Super Bowl parades. Where will we broadcast at? Like, this is in the works. Like, this is real, Sean. This whole thing is real right now. My buddies and I were talking about it. Like,
curiously aroused. Go on.
What are we doing for the Super Bowl?
Right.
If they go to the Super Bowl. And, like, last year when that guy that kind of became the face of the Lions franchise, you know, like when he started crying, like, Sean, this is real. Like, they are 10-1. It's Thanksgiving. The Bears are in town. This is the national story. And I don't know why this is coming over me right now, but it is. This is real, Sean. Like, here we are.
It is. You know what it is? I'm telling you, it's almost like when you cut open a tree and you look at the rings to see how old a tree is. I think for the older fans out there, it is the rings of butthurt. It is. It's the rings of butthurt. We've seen things, man. And I'm also quick to say I feel sorry for the younger generation because at least for us, Neil, we had a 1991. We had beating the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. The younger generation, their glory moments were, oh boy, we went to the playoffs and got embarrassed by the Saints. We had the Cowboy game. We had that debacle, that absolute debacle against the Seahawks. Remember that game? How the Lions fell apart that year? People forget they were 9-4 and got pummeled the last 3 games and then were absolutely non-competitive in that playoff game in 2016. So I feel sorry for the younger fans because they don't have those moments. But we have, like Neil, I remember plain as day. Listen, Eddie Murray's missed field goal. Gary freaking Danielson throws 5 interceptions, okay? And much like the Jared Goff game, the Lions still had a chance to make that bad memory go away. And people forget what an incredible kicker Eddie Murray was. He really was. And Eddie Murray missed a field goal that he should have hit, and he would tell you to this day. And you're just sitting there going, how? We were this close. We were this close to knocking off Frisco. In Frisco. Joe Montana, Dwight Clark, Roger, the whole gosh damn crew. We were this close. But our money kicker missed a field goal. So because of that, Neil, that's why, like, I could see your emotion.
Yeah.
It hits. It does. It hits. We're all at that point in time where it's just like, yeah, it's time, man. I want to have that memory. I want to call my mom and say, hey, Mom, remember that little kid you had to console when Billy Sims blew out his knee? Yeah, it's that little kid in you, and I think we can all relate to that, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Where was it? Oh, I just had it and it flew through. I believe Salty said it. Woodward Sports. Oh, here it is. Salty Pork Chops. Big D Energy on location from the parade has to happen. No, Stick's got it sort of like. I just want you guys to understand like how real this is. Like management here already has it set up, like where we're gonna be. And like again, man, when you think about it, dude, it's wild. Copacetic Sushi. Neil overtaken by emotion.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. No. Like, if you can't take me serious that we're having serious conversations about this right now, like super serious conversations.
Business conversations.
Like, I'm sitting in boardrooms.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I have to tap back into that on occasion. I do. So, all right, let's do this. Around the NFL, real quick, Sean. What are you taking a look at? Because we're in that weird spot again where we're done. So Sunday you get to consume football how you want to consume football. What sticks out to you, man, around the league, real quick?
I am one of those guys like that. That Sunday is a great day for me. I'm not joking. It's because I'm not as invested. Eagles Ravens has to, right, for a myriad
Absolutely.
of reasons. You're talking about a perennial AFC Super Bowl representative, and you're talking about the Eagles. And I'm going to say it again. I want nothing to do with the Eagles at Philadelphia. I want nothing to do with that. So I am going to have Ravens gear on. I heart Harbaugh shirt, et cetera, et cetera. Yes, indeed, I want the Ravens to take care of business at home. So I'm going to be dialed into that game. There's no doubt about it. Niners and Bills as well, because you know what? It could be one more nail in the coffin of the Niners. They're close, man.
That's the nail, I feel like.
Like, seriously, they're close, KG. They really are.
You don't think so?
No, because like here's the problem, right? Do you think that the Cardinals are going to win at Minnesota? Would you bet your mortgage on it?
No.
Would you bet your mortgage on Seattle winning at the Jets?
Yes.
I feel like yes.
I would look for a different game to bet on.
I feel you. I'm not
You know
mad
what
at
I'm
your
saying?
logic, but
so here's
I feel
the deal.
like they got that.
Even if they lose, like I can see how this is going to break down already. They're going to lose to the Bills. Mm-hmm. But the Seahawks and the Cardinals are going to lose too, and they're still only going to be one game back. Now, granted, they don't have any of the tiebreakers. They are in last place in that division.
That's what people don't understand.
They are in last place in that division. But I think when it comes down to it, that they will find a way to win that division. Like 9-8. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be ugly as hell.
I can see it.
Yeah, 8-9, 9-8, whatever. I still think they're going to get in, but I'm going to watch because I want the dagger stuck in their heart.
Same. They looked like crap last week. I know you and I talked about it.
Dude, Christian McCaffrey's out there fumbling and stuff.
Seriously, they looked lost. It was really weird because I think whether we all want to admit it or not, there was deep down inside of us, there was this fear of the Niners. Whether we want to admit it or not, I don't care. I know it existed. It certainly existed for me. And I watched them last week and I was like, they're a mess. Like, this is not... And I said the same thing to the Packer fans that perhaps are watching. Hey, Packer fans, no disrespect to you. I felt that was more Frisco than it was Packers. They were a mess last week, Neil.
No, they were, and I love seeing it. I love seeing it. My hope is that window is shut.
Yeah.
And I hope that is. What do you got, Chase?
So last year, after we ended up losing in San Francisco, and Dan Campbell came out and said in the press conference, it's going to be twice as hard for us to make it half as far next year. San Francisco doesn't seem like a team that has taken that seriously in the way they prepared for the season at all.
Well, you just one day you wake up and it's over.
Yeah, they was already teetering on the edge.
I'm glad that you brought that up. The backlash towards Dan Campbell about that was so weird. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. What people don't understand is he spoke factually. And I know facts aren't for everybody. We all know that. He spoke factually. It's not as easy as we make it out to be. And I always bring up, there are a couple teams I bring up. Hey, how about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, right?
Right.
Hey, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Man, you told anybody 3 years ago, these guys aren't going back to the Super Bowl anytime soon. They would have laughed at you. In particular, the Bills. Everybody and their brother seemed to be on the Bills jock. And it's not that easy, man. It just isn't. So I had no problem with what Dan Campbell said there. And certainly the guys had no problem with it because they've responded. They've responded and shown, oh, yeah, we want to go back. We want to be the team now, like Frisco, that has home field advantage. Good luck coming into our barn and taking care of business.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Salty Pork Chops. I'm active duty, and I've already let my commanding officer know if the Lions play the NFC Championship game in Detroit, I am taking leave and going to the game.
Damn right.
God bless you, buddy.
America.
Frank in the chat, and I can feel your emotion too. If they do this, if they go all the way, emotions will be unreal. I'm 45 years old. All the Scott Mitchell interceptions, I could go on and on. If they do this, it's all gone. No, I'm sorry, I kind of went off on that. But I do feel like that's something where, again, to get to where you're going, man, you got to remember where you came from. I believe in that 1,000%.
Yes,
so
I forgot one important game, though, and I know it means a lot to you, too.
Yes.
Next Monday might be my favorite Monday night non-Lions game of the year because America's quarterback is going to be on display on December 22nd.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't send it to Pete because I read it this morning and I didn't send it to him.
What do you want?
He said, quote, I'm open to signing an extension with Cleveland. Because I love it here. I love the trees that are out for 3 months of the year. He literally said that. Pete, if you could grab that when we come back from the next break, because Pete's going to make you some money, all right?
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to be around family you hate, so you got to bet on these games. And some of us are.
It's true.
Some of us out there are.
There's no argument.
You're going to be around family you hate. So, look, make it tolerable. Pete's going to help you on that. I already gave you my little bomb pop there. Zadarius Smith, 2 sacks, almost 6-1. Pete's got a same-game parlay for you. We're going to get into it. We got the Lions flashback as well and some final thoughts also. Let's talk about Sabbath Coffee, everybody.
That's
Sabbath
right.
Coffee Roasters. Tell them about it, Pete.
You got it, my friend. You can fuel your Lions fandom with the perfect cup and become a subscriber of Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Whether you're gearing up for a big game or savoring a quiet morning, Sabbath Coffee Roasters has you covered with fresh, locally roasted, specialty coffee delivered right to your door. Head to www.sabbathcoffeeroasters.com. Choose your favorite roast. Use the code word Woodward and you'll get 25% off your first subscription order. Awake and unwind, support local, and enjoy game day right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters. We'll be right back.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Here next year.
Man, of course, in terms of my family, right? When I think about my family, I think about, moving my kids, my wife having to find new friends. I think anytime where you're able to solidify a role in a place and play good at that place, you like to be home. But however, that's out of my control. Again, my focus is on, one play at a time, Jeff, and just stacking it up day after day after day.
But so have you found a home here? Are you comfortable in the Cleveland area? I've never been up north before.
Well, Jeff, I'm comfortable everywhere I go. Every room I step in, I'm comfortable. But no, I've truly embraced this city. I love the hard nose. I love the beautiful trees, and 3 months out the year, it's truly everywhere I go. I always talk about when I have my introductory. I talk about I'm grateful, and it's as simple as that, man. I'm grateful for the fans challenging me. I'm grateful for the fans lifting me up. I'm grateful for you all challenging me and lifting me up, man. It's a process that I really take to heart, man, because I feel like all of us are in this together. And that's just how I approach it.
See all the different modalities.
That was America's quarterback, Jameis Winston.
God bless America. I love that man.
How do you not like that man?
I love him.
Monday Night Football, by the way. Now, normally, when you give me Browns-Broncos, I would opt out. But America's quarterback's playing. I may do a watch party for it.
Damn right.
I may do a watch party,
baby. Oh, hell, everybody's coming over.
Yeah, and you got to serve king crab legs.
No, absolutely. Jameis Winston, everybody. Super Bowl Cartier. Today, I'm thankful for Jameis. That man is pure electricity.
He is.
He is.
He is.
No, but Sean, this is his world.
Mm-hmm. We're only living in it.
You will not tell Jameis Winston how to live his life.
No, sir. And you know what? Again, people don't like facts. The trees are beautiful for 3 months.
Chad 216, such an inspiration. America's quarterback. We'll talk on Monday. We're going to do a Jameis. Are you with me Monday?
I'm with you tomorrow and Monday.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
We will do a Jameis Winston segment
Appreciation
on
Day.
Monday.
Please.
We're going to break down the game. We're going to break down his film. All of it. All right, everybody. As you know, Woodward Sports pregame show brought to you by New Holland Brewing Company, Sabbath Coffee Roasters, of course, Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Shout out New Holland, too, for the bourbon, the Toasted Barrel Bourbon.
Beautiful.
It's pretty strong. We are happy with that, no doubt. Pete, you ready to make the people some money?
I think I can do that for you. I don't
right.
have all the intros and all that fun stuff because I'm on the other account, but let's get right to
Pete
it, my
Spivak,
friends.
folks, has been a man on fire, by the way.
Heater.
Giving you 4-to-1 shots, 5-to-1 shots, and you're cashing them. All right, Pete. Get the people. All right, no one cares, though, Pete. Dance for me, clown.
Dance away, baby. We're dancing away.
What do we got?
Plus 1,200, a 4-leg parlay, plus 1,200, courtesy of our friends at Caesars Sportsbook. You can see I have taken the over for today's game, over 47.5. And obviously, you want to take a good look at that over today, especially with the injuries on the secondary for both teams. Over 96.5 yards today for the production for Sonic. Sonic definitely should have over 96.5 yards of total production. And then getting in the end zone today, ladies and gentlemen, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Remember I said we're on the Titanic. If he goes down, we go down with him. So we went down last week. We're right back into the lifeboat, and we're going to make it to New York City one way or another. Amon-Ra in the end zone. And then Sam Laporta, he let us down last week, but I'm telling you, Sam Laporta, his workload will make an uptick, especially as we approach these final remaining games. He will get in the end zone. So 4-leg parlay from Caesars at plus 1,200, over 47.5 points for the entire game, over 96.5 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs' production, Sam Laporta, and Sun God both getting in the end zone. Gentlemen, your opinions?
This reeks of a happy action fun time, Pete. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Thanksgiving, and Pete, maybe you're getting caught up in it. I don't know. Maybe you are, perhaps a little bit. But you know what? You made the people money this year. Like, you've already finished. You're already plus
documented,
money. Like, for the year. If you don't hit another one, you're already plus money.
That's right.
For the year. So, whatever. I get a little happy action fun time vibes from that one, Sean.
Well, you know what it's. I go back to it being the Bears as well. Depending on who you are, I will say this until my dying breath. I can't envision a scenario where it changes. I hate the Bears. I cannot stress that to you, how much I hate the Bears. I know so many of you hate the Packers more. I hate the Bears the most. So, Neil, it's hard not to get caught up in it. No doubt. It's hard not to get caught up in we're going to pound the Bears because we're going to pound the Bears. With everything that's going on with them, with everything that conversely is going on for us, it's hard not to get caught up in that. It doesn't happen as often as we say it. And again, I hearken back to last week. It was weird, the reaction from the Lions just going in and a workman-like dismantling of the Colts. Mm-hmm. People were almost bored by it, KG. It was only 24-6. We're poo-pooing an 18-point win, right?
Yeah.
So I think people almost want to get back to that, especially with it being our day, especially with it being, a situation where we have not won since 2016. Happy, joy type of day. But, Pete, I'm not going against you.
I appreciate it, buddies.
No way. I'm not going against you. You've been on a heater. It's documented. If you watch this show, you can see it for yourself. So, Pete, I'm all in.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, Neil, I'm going to do this for you. And I'm going off your words. You told me. I was told that Caleb Williams is not a good quarterback. So, if that's true, and for the people at home, if you want to spice your parlay up, under passing touchdowns for Caleb Williams at minus 204.
How many?
1.5.
1.5?
Yeah.
All right. Minus 204?
Yes.
Now,
if you want to spice it up.
See,
if you want to spice it up.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
You don't think so?
You're getting 50% on your money, man.
Yeah.
Like 2-1. You got to lay 2-1. I'm never a proponent of laying 2-1. Man.
I feel you.
Because you got to win. You got to win like 4 of them to make money.
What terrifies me about that particular play is, in all likelihood, the Bears are going to have to play catch up. And I can see them just doing this for like a quarter and a half.
Because, Sean,
that's what terrifies
his whole foundation's built on that. Like all these people last week that were telling me, it's a Caleb Williams breakout game. They were down double digits with 3 minutes to go. Of course you're going to rack up yards on your little dumps and your little screens and all that kind of, the shit you do when you're losing all the time?
Yeah.
Because they've lost 5 in a row.
Oh, we do.
But that,
we
that
know
game
exactly
was
what we're
overtime.
talking about right there. Caleb Williams didn't arrive last week. They lost, and everyone forgets. Like, he had the football in overtime with a chance to do something, and what'd he do? He pissed down his leg, dude. He stinks. Caleb Williams stinks. I don't know how many times I have to tell everybody this. He went 5 weeks without a touchdown. Could you imagine in this town? What if the quarterback here went 5 weeks? What if the quarterback in New York went 5 weeks without a passing touchdown?
If he goes a series without it, we in an uproar.
What would... For real, though. Like, why is it celebrated with this dude, but then everywhere else people are like, oh, Caleb's back, everybody. Over a month without a touchdown. Could you imagine in today's NFL, the quarterback spot in today's NFL, if you went 5 weeks without a touchdown pass?
We lived it with John Joseph Harrington. I mean, we all did. Whether you were a fan, whether you were in the media, we all lived it with John Joseph Harrington. And see, now what do you got to say? And it's I get it. I totally get it. The difference is Caleb Williams is still in his first year, so I have to take the step back and go, let's revisit this conversation next year, more in particular 2 years from now. When you're saying that about a guy 3-4 years into his career, I think it tells you everything you need to know. But with that being said, we're dealing in today. No way. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread. Stick's got a couple thoughts. Jack Fox anytime touchdown. Jack Fox!
I do have a special Thanksgiving Day parlay for all 3 games, by the way.
It is
real quick, too, Stick. The disrespect Turkey has gotten from people this holiday is criminal. Stick, thank you. There's been a turn against Turkey that I can't support.
You didn't pick it with your first round pick. You picked
Don't diss Turkey.
Right, but I had to do that.
Yeah, but you could have easily came back and got Turkey. Turkey didn't go to the 3rd round.
No, it didn't. D-Mac took it in the first pick of the second round.
Yeah,
so pipe down, guy. Gravy's important to me. All right, what do you got for us, Pete?
Just because we were having fun with the Caleb Williams interceptions,
yes,
I decided to make a very, very chancy parlay. So, you guys out there, put like $5 on this one, but plus 25-23 at Caesars Sportsbook.
Yeah.
I have
25
Caleb
to 1,
Williams at 2 interceptions.
Okay.
Tyrone Tracy Jr. for the Giants getting in the end zone at any time.
I don't even know who that is.
They're running back.
Okay.
And then Miami Dolphins money line. Oh, just win the game.
Yeah.
So those 3 legs at Caesars Sportsbook plus 2523, my $15 wager could win me $378.
That's aggressive.
That's aggressive.
I'll say it like that.
Can I do the
put
3
$5
team
on that one.
You know what? I was looking at the 3-team teaser today, Pete, so I'm going to throw it at you.
Yeah, do it up.
How does this sound? Lions -4, Giants plus 9.5, Green Bay plus 2.5.
Oh my God! There's no way that loses.
No way
Right?
that
I
loses.
swear.
That's not losing at all.
Because if Dallas,
That's
I
not
cannot
losing.
see Dallas, even with Drew Lock trotting out there. I'm just not seeing Dallas run away from anybody.
Sean,
Right?
real quick. This makes me smile, and I know in a past life you were about it, right?
I used to love it. I'm not going to lie.
In a past life, that is a guy that knows,
Right.
but is out of the game now.
I'm not in it.
But at one time,
I'm not in
was
it.
in the
I'm
game.
not in it. I think I told you my
Key
story.
numbers, bro. Key numbers.
I was at Mandalay, and it was funny. I was watching. It was the famous Tim Tebow Ole Miss game where Tim Tebow had the meltdown, and he said, "I will never lose another game at
No one's
going to
play harder than me."
And it was funny because I took Ole Miss, and it was part of a 16 parlay, and all these Gator fans were just shitting on me the whole time. And then finally they were like, "Hey, Ole Miss, how big's your ticket?" I go, "You don't want to know." And it was funny. We had tickets to go to Blue Man Group, and my wife's like, "We're gonna be late. We gotta go." And I was like, "Just give me 30 seconds. I promise you're gonna be happy. Just let me watch the end of this game. We've got to go to Blue Man Group and everything." So finally, I looked at her and I was like, If you shut up, I'm going to give you $5,000 in a minute. Why didn't you just tell me that? Like, all of a sudden, everything changed. I hit a big one there. But, man, some of those parlays, dude, it's worthy, Pete. It's worthy to look into a little bit.
And and don't forget, guys, that the Lions this season against the spread are the league's best at 9-2.
Yes, they are. Woodward Sports chat thread. Mark, is Chicago's run defense good? Not since they lost their nose tackle.
No.
We went over that earlier in the show, Mark. So, and we haven't even brought it up. David Montgomery revenge tour.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. David Montgomery
I think it's going to be a
revenge
Monty
tour.
game.
That's
that's
going to be real. That's definitely going to be real. DNC ENT, respected member of the gambling community. $1 to win 2,650 lottery ticket. J-Mo first tutty, Neighbors first tutty, Josh Jacobs first touchdown, Kareem Hunt first touchdown. Ken K, thank you, Woodward Sports, for sharing your time with us, the fans of Detroit sports. Ken K, that's reversed.
My gosh, dude.
That's reversed.
Yeah.
That's you. That's
Amen.
you guys.
Can I piggyback?
Yeah.
You guys, there is no place that we would rather be. And I can speak definitively for everybody in this room. And that's why I love these guys. Each one of these guys want to be here. And you guys want to be here. Thank you.
That's right.
Seriously.
That's right.
Thank you.
No doubt. Lions flashback?
Yeah, would you like to do that?
Sean, for this one, I'll take you back. Lions-Bears Thanksgiving, 1991. What's notable about this game? The Lions obviously were on their heater. They came in 8-4. They won the game to go 9-4, 16-6. That's not what's important with this clip. This is what's important right here. Boom! That's what I'm talking about right there, everybody.
I didn't know you were doing this, really and truly. And I brought it up earlier in the show, and anybody that knows me knows that I've said this for many years. Look at this.
I'm going to play that back. Here you go.
Yeah, hi. Neil, that is my favorite regular season game ever. Like, honestly, everything about it. Lomas Brown at the last minute being asked to go and say something to the 80,000 plus people there. And Lomas, I love him to death. Shout out Lomas. He's a buddy of mine. Lomas speaking from the heart and saying what the Lions and their fan base was feeling about the tragedy of Mike Utley before the game. There was no way in hell the Lions were losing that day. No way. And as I said, the Bears had that reputation. They were tough. It was Ditka's Bears, da Bears, the whole thing on Saturday Night Live. They punched us, and we punched them 5 times harder. And it was just a 16-6. Neil, it was only a 10-point game, but my gosh, it should have been a 40-point game. It may as well have been a 40-point game.
It was a 40-point game. It was 16-6, but it was a 40-point win.
We beat the frick out of them. We really did. We beat the frick out of them. And that was, to me, that was the moment where I was like, this is legit. Like, the Lions are legit. This is a legitimate team. Little did we know, a little over a month later, we'd knock the Cowboys off. But honest to goodness, that's really and truly, that's my favorite Lions regular season game. Period. End of story.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Props to Corey Berry, by the way. Knew that was Tracy Hayworth. Tracy Hayworth was my, if you ever had, who's your favorite low-key line of all time? Right. Tracy Hayworth. If it was a contract year, Tracy Hayworth was going to have 9 sacks. Only in a contract year, though. That's the way that man worked. I respect that. You guys know I respect that. But yeah, can you play it again, man?
You want me to play it
do
again?
it for Sean.
Yeah, hang on.
Do it for Sean, everybody.
Let me get it back here. I got you. I'll get it back. Here it comes.
1991 Thanksgiving, Bears Lions. Lions won 16-6. They were up 10-0. Ended up winning 16-6. Tracy Hayworth on the punt coverage.
There it is again.
Just boom. We're not allowed to play the audio, right?
Yeah, I can't play the audio. Yeah.
Your guy, Pat Summerall.
One more time.
That was a relocation.
See, back then he still had his mind, right? That was important. Just a fun day, and it's funny. I can't help but look over my shoulder outside in Woodward Avenue Doesn't it? This is exactly what Thanksgiving's supposed to look like.
Yes.
How many Thanksgivings have we had where, for a lot of us, it was making that trek over to the Silverdome. And Neil, I know the general vicinity where you live, it wasn't a long trek for you. For me, it was jumping on 696 and jumping on Telegraph and taking Telegraph all the way up to Square Lake on a day that looked like this. I'll say what I said in the first segment of the show. This is part of our DNA. If you're watching right now, you know that. Here's the beautiful thing. If your mother-in-law who doesn't like sports, if your wife who doesn't like sports,
they tap in.
It's part of
they
our
tap
DNA.
in today, man.
It's part of their DNA as well because you know what? They've been subjected to that. They have had, Neil, I'm sure you've had some of the same standoffs that I've had. I will come over your house if you have the Lions game on. If you don't have the Lions game on, I can't come over your house. It's just that simple. I can't do that. And we've all had those moments and we, kind of dug our heels in and everything. But yeah, absolutely. What says Detroit Lions to me? It's the 12:30 Thanksgiving Day game. That's the Detroit Lions to me.
Final thought, Sean, as we get ready to wrap this thing up. Bears, Lions today. What are you seeing in the chat, Woodward Sports chat thread? Just a fan. Lions on a very thin roster due to injuries. It will take grit to win this game, not a cakewalk. I do agree with that.
I do too. I don't think it'll be a pantless Thanksgiving. I've been threatening a pantless Thanksgiving for a while now. I don't think it'll be a pantless Thanksgiving.
Would 14 points be a leather pants Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. But I mean, my ultimate hope and dream is to have a pantless Thanksgiving. Neil, we talked about 16-6. I can see this being like a 27-17 game, 24-14. Here, tell me if this sounds familiar. Like the Cardinal game, like the Colt game.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be sitting there sweating this game today. But I don't think they're going to run away and hide.
It's going to be 52-4.
Yeah, 52-4. I'm going to go 27-17. I'm going to stick with 27-17.
No, and I'm with you on that. Like, because this is kind of the vibe that I get from the game as well. Like, this is a survive and advance game, and for me, the bottom line is this: when it comes down to winning time, I know in my heart. There you go. Hang on. I know that the Bears have Caleb Williams at quarterback. I know that. I hold that dear. Because in the end, Caleb Williams isn't good. He's not going to be good. I know he's the number 1 overall pick. I know the media's propping him up, even though he's got 2 touchdown passes since October 13th. That, oh, by the way, came in last week's game. He's not good. And when it all boils down to it, when it gets down to winning time, Caleb Williams will be a loser. Because he is a loser. The Bears franchise, losing franchise. You can tell me about 1985 all you want, but guess what? Caleb Williams stinks. You know it. I know it. Chicago knows it. The NFL media circle knows it. We all know it.
You have 2 teams right now that have completely different psyches. The Detroit Lions find ways to win games. The Chicago Bears find ways to lose games. Watch accordingly. That's what's going to happen today. Watch accordingly. That's exactly what's going to happen today.
Real quick, too, just because they've been spamming the hell out of the chat, I got to give a lot of credit to, what is it, All Game Streaming or whatever it is?
Yeah, they try every week.
Streaming.
Dude.
Every week with this shit.
Like, hey, I give you guys credit. You guys, you will not be deterred.
You're right.
So props to you.
I'm reporting them all over the place.
It's
I'm
like
doing
Brandon
everything
Katz.
I can.
It's like Cat's bot, man.
What stick? Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. What?
I'll tell you off there.
Okay. Is it? All right. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving, by the way. Enjoy the time with your family, even the family you don't like. Like, just suck it up. When they start getting on their bullshit,
just feed them more drinks. They'll be gone within a
there
couple
you
hours.
go.
That's exactly it. That's the answer to that question. It really is.
Make them drink more.
For Sean Belesian, for KG, for Chase, for Pete Spivak, Stick here in the building as well. My name is Neil Rule. Thanks for tapping in, everybody. Enjoy your day of football. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Big D Energy, 11 to 1. Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.